Hello and welcome back to another tutorial in the SQL Express series. If you followed along with the previous video, we created a database and a table, populated that table with some data, and performed basic operations like showing distinct records and calculating the sum of sales. In today's video, we will cover the where statement, what it is, and what it is used for. Let's begin. The where clause allows us to define specific conditions using comparison operators like, for example, equal to, greater than, less than, etc. to filter rows in a dataset. Let's say we want to filter all records with sales greater than 16. To achieve this, we can add a condition under the where clause using the greater than operator, which looks like this. This condition essentially says return any rows where this condition is true. As a result, it returns a smaller dataset that excludes all rows with sales less than or equal to 16. Let's note that in this specific case, the row where the sales were exactly 16 has also been excluded. That's because our condition specifically stated greater than 16, which implies that rows where the sales were exactly 16 should not be included. To include it, we need to modify our condition slightly by adding an equal sign after the greater than sign. This time, the row with sales equal to 16 will be included in the output. Similarly, we can filter rows where sales are less than 16 by using the less than sign or the less or equal to sign if we want to include sales equal to 16 as well. Finally, we can exclude a specific value and visualize all the rest using the comparison operator not equal to, which is represented by either one of the following two. It's important to note that the comparison operators not only work with numbers, but also with dates and text. Let's explore this together. For example, if we want to filter all sales date values equal to March 22nd, 2023, all we have to do is the same thing we did previously and write a condition like this, where sales date equal 2023-03-22. Note that dates require single quotes and are written starting with the year followed by the month and the day, as this is the standard SQL format. Similarly, we can apply the same logic to filter text. For example, let's say we want to filter the first name column to include only the name John. As with the previous examples, the code would look like this: first name equal John. Note that the name John requires single quotes because it is not a number. Let's now introduce the like operator, also known as the pattern matching operator. As its name suggests, it is used to match pattern within text. Previously, we saw that if we want to retrieve all the records where first name is equal to John, the name John must be spelled exactly as John. If, for example, we omit the final N or include an additional letter at the end, the query will return results. This is because the equal operator requires an exact match to return any results. In contrast, the like operator, together with the wildcard characters, which are the percentage sign and the underscore, allows for partial matches and can handle cases where the exact text might not be known. For example, using like J percentages would return any record where the first name starts with J, such as John, Jane, and Jessica. In another scenario, using like underscore A percentages, this code will return any records where the first character is anything, while the second character is A, followed by any sequence of characters. The main difference between the two wildcards is that the underscore represents just one character, while the percentages can represent 0, 1, or multiple characters. Let's now cover the logical operator, which are AND, OR, and NOT. These operators allow us to apply multiple conditions simultaneously in the same statement. For example, we could use the following code to retrieve any records where the first name starts with J and sales is greater than 13. Both conditions must be true for the record to be selected. In contrast, using OR instead of AND, only one of the two conditions need to be true for the record to be selected. In this case, only Chris is filtered out, as his name does not start with the letter J, nor does he have sales greater than 13. Finally, we can also use the OR operator together with the NOT operator. Like the previous example, even in this case, only one of the two conditions need to be true for the record to be selected. However, this time, for effect of the NOT operator, the second condition is true if the sales are not greater than 13. In other words, sales must be less than or equal to 13. Indeed, running this query, we get only two records in the output with sales greater than 13. Both records are included because their first name starts with the letter J. So, thank you very much again for following along till the end, and congratulations on completing another step towards a career in data analytics. In the next tutorial, we will cover the group by and the order by statements, which are also the last topics for this first series dedicated to absolute beginners. After that, we will move on to the intermediate series, where we will dive into more exciting topics and advanced concepts, making our journey much more interesting. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please like the video and subscribe to stay up to date with the latest releases. As always, if there is a specific topic you'd like me to cover, please let me know by leaving a comment in the section below. I hope you found this tutorial useful, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.